on episode 3. It's more like we're just engaging, and like we can even share the link on our chat.
Yeah, exactly.
It's engaging in the group chat, more or less. Yeah.
Yeah. So today basically is transfer deadline day, isn't it, mate? How are you feeling today? Are you expecting us to do anything?
You know what, bro? Kind of still quite hungover from last night.
I mean, not literally hungover, because I know you don't drink a lot.
Well, I had like 1/3 of a can of our Champions Edition, as you can see here.
Painful.
But we didn't play like champions, innit? I'll put it that way.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yesterday was crazy, like absolutely nuts. I like normally I don't have problems coming up with words, but like there was just I was laughing. I was like in disbelief. I had my hands like covering my eyes at some point. I looked at the time and there was like there was still like 15 minutes left. I'm like, shit. And like I was just hoping for things to end really quickly, because time felt like it slowed down, and like there was no one that we had on the field that actually had a good game apart from Mo. I think Jota had a good game. Yeah. But that was it.
When the goals went in, I think from the third goal, yeah, like because sometimes 2 goals standard. The first one was a silly mistake from you know who. Not going to mention any names today. I just can't be bothered. The second one was a bit of a banger, I must admit. Good goal from Watkins. That was a superb finish. And then we get a goal back. I'm like, fair enough, 2-1, yeah?
Yeah.
It's 2-1. We could even, worst case, get a draw.
Yeah.
And then the third one's in. I'm like, hurrah.
Because it's a deflection. It's the first deflected goal of the game.
At that point, I'm still kind of believing.
Yeah.
Like we'll get something from the game. Unlucky though, obviously. And then when the fourth one went in, I'm like, this is just damage limitation job now.
Yeah.
We just gotta save it. Unfortunately, second half, it just got from bad to worse. When that second goal went in, I'm like, it's literally just making up the numbers, really. It was game over at 5-1. Well, 5-2.
Yeah.
I was hoping the last straw would have been an 8-2 job. I couldn't cope with that.
Well, I mean, look, this is the thing. Like, I was like, oh my god, and I had people texting me going, like, just the score, and then putting an exclamation mark next to it. And you're right. Like, just to talk through the second half goals. Let's start back from the final one. That's a deflection, right? From the final one was by Grealish, right?
Bobby kind of let that happen though by getting muscled off the ball.
Yeah, but he's still. But the thing is, like, he's miles out, and if you look at the reverse angle of it, it comes in at a 90-degree angle. That means that it was going to be a crossfield pass, and the deflection put it in the net. Like that. No keeper on earth is saving that.
It's good for deflections, Wills.
And then yeah, exactly. And then in the middle there was the Barkley one that takes a deflection off of Trent's foot, because Trent goes to close him down and it comes off his foot. Like it was like everything. It was like one of those games of FIFA that if you sit and you played it 6 times, some of the you would call it scripting, and you'd freak out about how like FIFA AIDS and all of this stuff. Like, just the fact that the absolute cheese of some of those goals, they should never have gone in the way that they did. And the performance, like the fact that we didn't just have like one player have a bad game, we had the entire team on one night just fall to pieces. And
apart from Robbo and Mo.
Yeah, Robbo, Mo, and I would argue Jota as well had a good first half.
Yeah, I was kind of all right.
But Matty Cash did a good old job at him, covering him at left back. So, and it was his first start. So I can't,
We got so carried away. We didn't even give an introduction today. That's how baffling everything is.
Yeah.
But
actually, the thing is,
one as well. Funny enough. Because we're not gonna put this on camera, right?
What do you mean?
This is our first video one in quite a while.
Yeah.
Or especially for our first, well, in season 2. I'm not sure if we did any in season 1. So hey,
Yeah,
here we are.
Our very first episode ever was on Zoom. As everyone can see, like we're doing this episode for the first time in well, yeah, probably 6 months on Zoom. We had some problems with Zoom and but now we've got it working, and now we've found a way to upload the video and our content onto YouTube. So
hopefully of things to come. The recovery process may as well start now instead of waiting for next year.
well, exactly. I mean, for me, like I wasn't. It was a bad result, but I'm not like heartbroken. Like I still see us bouncing back. I see us beating Everton in the next game.
The scoreline.
But yeah, it's really bad, and we can't. Like it was so freakish to me that it's almost impossible to repeat. And so,
yeah, the last time we had this was.
So we now have some breaking transfer news.
Well, tell me, please. We need a goalkeeper, man. If you tell me it's Gazaniga, I'll be celebrating.
Oh no, it's well, it's a few different pieces. Choupo-Moting has gone to FC Bayern. He was at Stoke, remember?
Who?
Oh, Eric Maxim Choupo-Moting.
Janello joke thing, inside joke in the chat.
and then Malang Sarr has gone to Porto.
Oh, that guy. He was linked with Chelsea.
He went to Chelsea. They got him on a free, and now they've put him out on loan.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Rafinha, the brother of Rafinha has gone to Leeds. Fee structure of 17 million euros with 6 million in add-ons.
That's a big sign.
Yeah. Not the Barcelona Rafinha.
Oh, another one.
Yeah.
Is that player from Flamengo?
Ren.
Are you sure it's not the same player, yeah, that we played in the World Cup?
It might be. Maybe he moved and we just didn't know.
Yeah. Possibly.
And then, so you know how Arsenal fans were laughing about how they're going to have William Saliba and how he was going to help their whole new look defense, and they were going to put everything around William Saliba, and they paid like 20 million for him. It looks like Saint Etienne are pushing to sign him back on loan. That's from Get French Football News. So that's pretty funny.
All right. Nothing yet on our goalie situation?
Let me have a look. So I've got Twitter up on the side of my screen.
Yeah. I know we've had our chats on this, but I just want Adrian gone, man. It's about time now, honestly. I know he wasn't at fault for most of the goals that we conceded, but I just can't rely on him, man. We can't. I know, yeah, like you said, he did okay last season when called upon on a few league games.
Yeah, he played 11 games and we won them all.
Much. He took us out 2 competitions single-handedly. Yeah. Last night was another showing. It's like Mignolet was a much better goalie. Like, why did we even let him go? It was all right, you know. I didn't see much.
Okay. Right. Hang on.
Clowns.
I'm trying to find
us back or something. That's how. Boy.
Sorry. Say that again because I've got some news here.
And Wheelyyy. So I might just get that in now.
I've got an update.
I got
an update on our goalkeeper situation.
Gone. I'm not getting too hyped.
I'm gonna search around and see if this is corroborated everywhere else, but I'm seeing reports that the LFC have agreed a loan deal with an option to buy of 12 mil for Gazaniga, with a player medical this evening. So
What sauce, bro? Come on, this is gonna like really. You see what I said last night?
Another update. Neil Jones confirms West Ham still trying for Grujic, but neither of them or the German teams involved have made a suitable bid for him. We don't want to loan him out again, so we're gonna try and get 25 to 30 mil for him.
Great, yeah.
Yeah, but we'll keep him if we can't.
I'm having a look now. It says here on the Metro, Liverpool opened emergency talks to sign Arlo Gazaniga after Adrian, whatever.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm not opening that link. I just want to say done deal, man. Honestly, that will put the whole week into so much of a different perspective in like one day. And I will genuinely then feel, you know what, last night could have been a blessing in disguise kind of result. As horrible as it was, it's the worst result I've seen ever. Like it's funny how things can change in 1 year. You remember Barcelona last year in May? Suddenly, fast forward October, 1 year. I've seen the best and the worst results.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
But it also is worth mentioning that, like, when we talk about how bad it was last night, we're not trying to imply that like everything at Liverpool is falling apart, because you don't really do this, Aaron, but I spend probably more time than I should on Twitter, and we are like, it's been mitigated by the fact that Man United are so shambolic, but like
talk about
so like we've spent most of the night being bantered, but like it is important to know that like the way that this will happen over the next few weeks is the media will try and paint an image like everything's falling apart, and they'll try and put pressure on different parts of the club to turn against each other. And then we'll have people online that like say they're Liverpool fans, but are probably just bots from other accounts that are, or other teams that are then trying to like start infighting. And then
go on.
So I'm just basically saying like I think we'll bounce back really quickly. I think Thiago will be back after the international break because his isolation would have ended. And he has not been called up, so he'll come straight into the team. Henderson will be back.
Mane, Sadio.
Yes. Wait, how long is the international break? 1 week or 2?
2.
Okay, then brilliant. Yeah, then we'll have Mane back, and literally those couple of changes will probably, and planning from Klopp and the self-critical nature of the players themselves will push us forward.
I know it's a bit early days to predict, but I reckon it'll be a draw. Like, I don't think we'll lose the game at Goodison. It's just like we hardly go out there and win. I reckon probably 1-0, but we'll touch on that near the time anyway. I mean, if we win, that's a big step towards our recovery. Yeah, we need to bounce back quick, like you said. Can I also just point out how ludicrous it is that we actually had some United fans actually come at us? Imagine that. Can you the audacity?
Well, you know, they're being bantered today, so it was a nice segue there, mate. Because today they have oh, this just gets better. So, okay. So this morning, it looks like the entire Jadon Sancho deal has fallen apart.
Mm-hmm.
They, for the entire summer, have been saying, oh, it's almost ready. It's almost like he's about to sign. It'll be announced soon.
All right.
So that deal looks like it's fallen apart. They've spent 30 million. They spent 30 million on an 18-year-old from Atalanta who has only played 25 minutes of first team football.
Yeah.
And has only scored 1 goal. 25 minutes, and they've spent 30 mil on him.
Mm.
And they're not even getting him today. They're getting him in January. So that's banter level number 1. Banter level 2, they look like they're about to buy Ousmane Dembele, who is 23 and who has had 9 major injuries in 8 months and has missed 53 games in a year, right? And who has a bad work ethic. They're about to spend 50 odd mil on him. And now, intense negotiations currently ongoing between Man United and Watford over a deal for Ismail Assar. This is just banter on record level.
Guy though.
Huh?
Sar's my boy. I wanted Sar at Liverpool. Same like with Bruno, innit? Hope that one falls through. I like Sar.
It probably will, but it's just funny.
Sar's a good.
Because I'm just watching Twitter melt down. Like, all these Man United fans are freaking out.
You know, as much as I hate to admit it, well, it's just a prediction. Hopefully, I'm wrong again. I still reckon I see them breaking in the top 4. I know Everton they'll probably challenge, but they won't get there. Obviously, Chelsea will get 3rd comfortably, 2nd and 1st between us and City. Still waiting on games for predicting the winner. It's quite tricky. Even they lost 5-2 last week, and now they drew with Leeds as well. So it's still very open, as I expected it to be.
Yeah.
But it's just a scoreline though. Last night, man.
So, I think what you should do is we should just put that part, let that go for now, and we should try and enjoy the day. I would say.
That... 1 second. Hang on. If we sign Gazzaniga, yeah, like I'm good. You wouldn't hear from me like that. That in itself will be a consolation. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. For me, don't forget, like we have an interesting relationship with our goalkeepers. Because don't forget, like for years we had Pepe Reina, who was good, but fans would attack him and get on his back if he had one bad game, and some would overblow it. And then he left, and we had to deal with Wheellyy, who was hit and miss, but also did put in some very good performances, but was also lambasted every time he made 1 foot or 1 error wrong, right? And
we
then, and each of those times, the fan response arguably made their performances worse. Same with Karius. A large portion of our fan base almost killed the guy. You know, he was suffering from depression, had to get counseling. Couldn't stop crying multiple times a day. And now, you know, sure, Adrian's had some bad games, but
yeah,
I'm worried that the accumulative effect will just keep meaning that we'll have 1 goalkeeper come in, 1 mistake's made, backlash, and then kills them off.
This is what I'm saying. Take him out of the firing line, yeah? We'll thank him for his service. Fair enough, like whatever's happened has happened. We move on. Get Gazzaniga in it. Because a goalie like that, at least will give the defense more confidence. And the fans as well. If that can happen, honestly, like my week can start all right. You know, yesterday was Sunday, fine. We end the week badly, fair enough. Monday is a new day. We start it well. Just give me that headline. That's all I want. I'm sure that's not much to ask for. We could do without another centre back. That's fine. But I don't even know this whole idea of rotating them between. Just stick with Paulo in it. Let's see what he can do. I reckon we'll be all right, despite his odd error here and there. It's something we're probably used to. I could put up with that over a horror show almost every other week from Adrian, man. I mean, I'd even take Kepa over him.
Yeah, I mean, actually, that is another thing. I mean, Kepa actually would be really expensive at this point, and
no, like I'm saying, if we're doing a swap deal, if Chelsea want Adrian, they can have him as their number 2. I'll happily take Kepa as us.
Yeah.
Speaking to one of my Chelsea lads in it, and he tried telling me, or apparently, that Adrian is not as bad as Kepa, and I'm like, what?
To be fair, Adrian isn't as bad as Kepa. I would genuinely.
So you agree with him?
No, because at least Adrian would actually kind of cares about the fan base and cares about the management, whereas Kepa has he refused to come off the pitch when was subbed.
Fair enough, but that's the passion he showed.
Adrian has more respect for the whole club than Kepa.
Yes, but on a goalkeeping point of view, you'd rather Kepa in goal in it than Adrian.
Do you know what? If you had asked me 8 months ago, yeah. But then,
yeah, fair, maybe, yeah. But I've seen enough from this guy, man.
I just think Kepa's dropped off a cliff, like literally dropped off a cliff.
Yeah, so, I reckon Gazzaniga is a good shot. If we can get that one over the line,
yeah,
I will be capitalized. I'll tell you that now.
Yeah, so at the moment, I've got a separate screen down here. So I'm looking for a Gazzaniga update.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I'm seeing a few of them.
Yeah, I mean, some of these are problematic in the sense that these are largely unnamed accounts that are just retweeting things.
I think when it's BBC or Sky, then there's something to it. So I'm not getting too hyped at the moment. And I feel like that could be the final piece. You see what I'm saying? Because like you see, without a center back, I feel like, okay, fair enough. Say worst case between now and January, it's a plug that we could kind of fill in. Whereby with the goalkeeping situation, I don't think we can afford to do that, especially with Becker out for, I read an article earlier that was saying if it's 6 weeks, he could miss up to 7 games, including Champions League in it. I just feel we need an adequate number 2. Someone like Gazzaniga is the solution for that. But again, until I see it on a reliable source, I'm not going to get too ahead of myself. If we do it, great. Fair enough. Then at least there's a bit more of that optimism for the derby as well. The players probably going to think, oh, it's not Adrian in goal, so we're a bit more cautious. Because yesterday, I can tell you these Everton strikers must have been rubbing their hands with enthusiasm on that trip to Goodison. But maybe now they might think twice. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right. So I've not seen any official updates. I'm going to check the Liverpool Echo and see if they have anything. Liverpool Echo.
I mean, if it happens, let's try and do it in the evening. If it happens, if not, then it's like it is what it is, and we just move on and hope for the best. Really, what more can we do? Unless
exactly, and we actually haven't had a full update as to the extent of Alisson's injury. I mean, it could It could just be that he's out for 2 or 3 games and he comes in but I mean, Paul Joyce's tweet last night was more ominous. It said it could be 4 weeks, but it seems more like 6. I think that's why we're seeing links to Gazaniga. But I think we'll find a way to make do, kind of regardless of what happens.
Do you know, with this situation that we're in, it's a very tricky one, I must admit, because it's a matter of literally hours now, if we can get this done or not. But what I'm saying is we've got a 17-year-old as well. Apparently he's Brazilian.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That was the other thing. We also just signed basically Allison's understudy.
Him, yeah. That's the guy.
Like a couple of months ago.
Do
he's like 18 or something.
Do we play him in for the derby, or do we wait? Give that one. This is assuming we don't make the signing, which unfortunately I don't think we will. That's Saniga, but come the derby day, then you just give Adrian, see how that goes, and then maybe the game after that you go with that 17-year-old, and then see what happens. Because how bad can he be? I mean, can anything be worse than what Adrian is? I don't know.
Okay, so we have some updates. So this is so I'm looking on the Liverpool Echo here. And so sorry to all the other bitter fans that from all the other clubs that watch or listen to us. It's
an emergency. I'm sure they all understand that.
Yeah. So obviously Manchester United have floundered with their pursuit of Jadon Sancho this summer. However, according to Theo Squires from the Liverpool Echo, Jadon Sancho could be waiting for a move to Liverpool next summer, according to reports in Spain. Man United had been desperate to sign the winger, but were unable to reach an agreement with Borussia Dortmund. And according to Mundo Deportivo, the player could now stay in Germany and could switch his attentions to a potential future move to Liverpool instead.
It's too far out, man.
Yeah.
Let's worry about that when we come to that stage. I just want to see the head that we've got a goalkeeper. We need a goalkeeper, Wheels, for crying out loud. We need.
I get you, mate.
This January even. We need it now.
I would say,
we need a goalkeeper.
This is the other thing, mate. So we have other news from Theo Squires again, and this is about Shaqiri. Xherdan Shaqiri's hope of leaving Liverpool today may be looking slimmer, but he has interest from Turkey, according to reports. According to Turkish daily magazine, I guess, it's called Takvim, Fenerbahce are keen on signing the 28-year-old and are said to be pushing to make a move. The latest, Celtic have made a loan inquiry for Wilson.
We have to, I think till 16th when players can leave, or is that just to the Prem or the Championship? We can give players out until the 16th. I don't know if it's in Europe as well.
Yeah, so the way that the transfer window for like the Championship in Scotland is open for still another 2 weeks.
So we can still give players out, even to European clubs, yeah?
So that's that. But at the moment, it looks like, according to James Pearce, as things stand, it looks like Marco Grujic, Wilson, and Xherdan Shaqiri will be staying at Liverpool. No suitable offers tabled for them. Liverpool's stance has always been that they would only depart permanently, not on loan, and only if the money was right. So
that's fair. We can hang on to them anyway for no harm.
And actually, given our situation in terms of like possible coronavirus and isolating and rotation, if we kept Gruich and played him as the DM, then we could put Fab in centre back or something. You know, we can move things around. We have such depth now that we haven't had for the last 15 years. So we have a lot of different options.
I'm just praying, Wills, that we get a goalkeeper. Get me that goalie, and well, us. I'm sure majority of the fan base would be chuffed at that news. More like just relieved, like cool. We won't see a shit show like last night for quite a while, at least. It's been what now, 5 years since that Stoke job happened. First time under Jurgen Uncle that we've conceded 7 goals. 7, you know. I think the worst was under Brudge was 6. That's Stoke mauling. But anyways, if it's a one-off, fair enough.
Right.
We can look back and just be like, rah, okay. Bad nightmare, yeah?
Yeah. The other goalkeeper we've been linked to in the past was Urgen Çakır, I guess. The Turkish goalkeeper from Trabzonspor. That we were linked to him before we got Adrian. But there would be no chance of us getting him today, and he would cost 20 million.
Just get in for Gazzaniga, innit? I wouldn't even mind someone like Kavom or bruv, bring Reina back. People are not saying he's not up to par, but sure, definitely better than what we got now.
Do you know what the best thing is about yesterday? That we have people like Jordan Henderson and James Milner in the team. Because if we didn't, I think, now that's not to say we don't have other big personalities, but I think the damage could like run deeper. But those 2 guys are almost expert in getting back on track and leading and taking control and trying to boost everyone up again. So Milner's actually said some things today, actually.
We just need that derby. That's literally it. Just to bounce back. With or without Adrian, it's like, you can get over the line there. All right, that's something of a statement that, you know what, we're not just back, but we are here to stay.
Yeah, I think it's a shock, and I think it will shock us back into like, oh my God, what happened? We can't let this happen again. Let's go again. Let's be better. Don't forget, like everyone thought that the world was ending, or whatever. And it felt really awful when we lost 4-1 to Tottenham. Do you remember?
I do.
And then after that, we went on that unbelievable winning run, and we won the league, and we won the Champions League, and we won the Club World Cup for it. After
a year or 2 after, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, but from that loss until the next time we lost,
Man City,
it was months.
It was 15 months, I think.
Yes.
In the league.
15 months, mate. That's unreal.
We just go with one more stat, to try and end on a high. So I shared it on the chat. Someone else did, and then I forwarded it onto the other one. Banter one. 19. What was the year now? Was it 76? When we lost to Villa 5-1 and then still won the double, the Champions League and the league.
Nice.
I shared it in the chat. Yeah, we lost 5-1 to Villa that season, and we ended up doing the double. So may as well just conclude on that. To try and bring out some, positive vibes out of a really bad situation. Worst game I've seen anyway. I'll just leave it at that. But yeah, Wills, if you've got any concluding thoughts, maybe we'll be back if we make that signing. If not, at some point we will. But I'm not sure when. We can always plan around it.
Possibly oh my gosh.
We keep mentioning him.
Oh, wow. No. Do you know what? Right. This is exactly what I see. Right. No, not you. But this is what's really frustrating about, and this is why I said that we have to be careful to not allow people to throw the baby out with the bathwater, because that result last night has given ammunition to the usual idiots in the media, right? Adrian Durham, right, said this morning Klopp should offer his resignation to like to goad us into calling to, you know, they're just trying to stir shit up.
Who is this guy, man? Just get rid of him, like Bunda.
Exactly.
Honestly,
this guy can get fucked, right? But like, it's awful that this is what it started, and
this is stupid, man. Like this is just
people just hate us. Like, you know, we're just too good, and everyone hates us, and they want us to fail, and they'll do anything it takes to do it.
It's just how these people even like in the media, if that makes sense.
Arsenal have paid or are about to pay the release clause for Partey.
That'll be a good signing for them. Are they getting what's that geezer's name? OR as well?
No, he's staying.
Oh, I'd rather they get Partey than OR. Both good players, but I feel like OR would have had much more to offer in their midfield. So, like Partey is a good signing though as well. OR would have been better, so not that bad. But yeah, Wills.
Douglas Costa has now joined Bayern Munich.
Yeah, I heard that last night.
No, it's official now. Just gone.
All right. Cool.
Yeah, on loan until 2021. Yeah. Wow.
If you want to turn back on later, maybe. See if we can do something evening. With or without Niga.
Yeah, we can definitely do another sort of update, and you know, we'll be around today, and I'll be tweeting and stuff like that. So transfer deadline day is not going to stay quiet for very long, and there is some big moves happening. So it's interesting.
We could even keep that to audio if you want, but we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Boy.
So shall I let you go, mate?
Yeah. If you want to stay on, by all means, do it. I'll just quit the meeting. Maybe you can fill the people on the news, and then do you in it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think that's. Well, I don't think there's anything immediate. Inter won't sell Milan Skriniar to Tottenham. No agreement, no fresh bid after the last one. 35 million turned down from Tottenham.
He played yesterday against Lazio, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah. That's from Fabrizio Romano.
Fabrizio,
yeah.
Anyways, just ping me if you see anything on Casaniga. That's the news I want to listen to later after my session. But yeah, I'll get back to it for now. Wales, it's been great as usual. Great. I wish it was in terms of what we discussed. Yeah. Hopefully, it'll be. So, your boy, Arnie J. Trying to keep this football for life show. I'll leave it with you, Wills.
Thanks, mate. Take care.
Cool. Take it easy,
Yeah, and you, mate.
We'll try.